Cottagecore is a mindset as much as it is a way of living. A mindset that involves a deep appreciation of things many of us take for granted. Many of us long for a peaceful life, a simpler life that allows us to find joy in the small things and the quiet moments, to allow ourselves to do something without any measurable gain but our own happiness, to find fulfillment by embracing the beauty of the ordinary. If you feel drawn to this kind of life, let's talk about whether the cottagecore lifestyle is for you and how you can adopt cottagecore into your life. For me, it started with just a feeling that city life was not right for me anymore. It might have been for a while, but I had started craving something else, and maybe you do too. I started longing for the quiet, for a connection with nature, with the pure, the genuine. I started longing for a life full of, less. When I was younger, I traveled a lot. I wanted to see the whole wide world, explore different places, and meet people from all over the globe. And that's a good thing. It's great to see how diverse and beautiful our Earth is, as well as the people who inhabit it. I treasure and value these experiences. But back then, I also often looked down on people from my little hometown who believed their village was the entire world. My point of view has changed a lot since then. Today, I am here to tell you that it is okay to want your world to be smaller. It is so easy to feel overwhelmed with news and current events, but also with personal responsibilities, with all that the world throws at us every day. It is okay to crave a simpler version of this life, a simpler version of this world, to crave moments of peace and tranquility, to crave being surrounded by meadows instead of streets, by animals instead of crowds, by silence instead of noise. Cottagecore embodies this longing for peace, tranquility, and a return to a purer, simpler existence. If you think this lifestyle might be for you, I encourage you to first take a closer look at your values. Cottagecore is about simplicity, sustainability, and a love of nature. If you find yourself drawn towards environmental causes, prefer homemade or handcrafted items over mass-produced goods, or yearn for a simpler, less cluttered life, the cottagecore lifestyle may be for you. If the idea of baking your own bread, tending to a veggie garden, or knitting a sweater seems appealing and not tiresome, cottagecore may be a good fit for you. But don't let YouTube videos or Pinterest boards tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. Discover what it is that you enjoy, be it cooking, gardening, sewing, foraging, working with wood, writing poems, or simply sitting at a quiet lake at dusk. You don't have to pigeonhole yourself to live a cottagecore life. Cottagecore is associated with a tranquil lifestyle in the countryside, one that is deeply connected with the natural world. If you feel most alive and at peace in quiet rural settings, and the hustle and bustle of city life drains you, cottagecore might be your haven. But maybe you are an extrovert and enjoy inviting friends and family to your house, cook for your loved ones, volunteer in your community, or go for long walks with your bestie. Cottagecore doesn't have to be a lonely lifestyle. You don't have to be a hermit living in a cabin in the woods. Cottagecore is about the community too. Make an effort to know your neighbors, support local businesses, and perhaps participate in local fairs or farmers markets. Building a sense of community aligns well with the principles of cottagecore. We can lead a fulfilling cottagecore life surrounded by people we love and cherish in our community, where people look out for each other and are always willing to offer a helping hand. Having a garden party with all your friends on a warm summer evening, with home-cooked snacks and handmade lanterns in the tree, is just as cottagecore as lying in the meadow by yourself with a favorite book. There are also many aspects to the cottagecore lifestyle that are more subtle and less Instagrammy than cuddling cute animals in a puffed-sleeved milkmaid dress. For example, cottagecore involves cultivating a relationship with the things around you. When buying second-hand or from local sellers instead of mass manufacturers, every item has a story. It makes it so much easier to appreciate the tree whose wood our bed was made from, to appreciate the carpenter who made the bed, to appreciate all the work that went into making this piece of furniture for us, and to appreciate all the hours we had to work to be able to buy it. It allows us to cultivate a closer connection with the things in our lives and gives more value to everything we choose to surround ourselves with. The same is true for veggies we grew ourselves, or bought from a local farmer whose field we walked or cycled by last weekend. Today, we often feel disconnected from these things that sustain us, and I encourage you to consciously re-establish this connection. cottagecore is also about becoming aware that not everything has to be the latest and greatest in order to bring us joy. With thousands of videos, podcasts, and audiobooks at our fingertips at any given moment, we tend to forget how magical it can be to hear someone tell a story by the fire. Disconnecting from the technical world for only a few days can truly reignite our excitement over these simpler forms of entertainment. Much of the peace and quiet the cottagecore lifestyle stands for depends on us actually allowing ourselves the time to be still. Allowing ourselves times to simply not plan anything, to not get anything done, to put our phone into our pocket and just leave it there while we go for a long walk in nature, with just our thoughts and the song of the birds for company. Allowing ourselves to acknowledge that the world will not end while we are on this walk. Allowing ourselves the time to disconnect, to find calm, and to give our racing thoughts time to rest. Cottagecore is a mindset as much as it is a way of living. A mindset that involves a deep appreciation of things many of us take for granted. A mindset that involves intentionally slowing down to enjoy small moments of happiness, as mundane as they might be. A mindset that involves practicing gratitude for the people and the things that make life worth living. If you would like to give the cottagecore lifestyle a try, I encourage you to immerse yourself in the aesthetic first and make some smaller changes to your everyday life. You don't have to live on a farm or in a cottage to do that, especially the aspects that are purely a mindset shift you can adopt into your life no matter where and how you live. When it comes to actually living cottagecore in your day-to-day life, I made a whole video about ways you can live a cottagecore life even if you don't have a farm. I encourage you to watch that video next if you would like to give the cottagecore lifestyle a try. Which aspect of cottagecore appeals to you the most? Let me know in the comments.